हाय हेलो क्या हाल चाल मेरा पूछे तो आई एम सो सैड एंड आई विल यू विल फाइंड आउट वाई। पहली बात तो लौट आओ मकबूल की निम्मी, कमीने की स्वीटी, सात खून माफ की सुजैना, तुम्हारी याद सताती है। वाई एम आई लिस्टिंग आउट विशाल भारद्वाज के मूवीज़ के कैरेक्टर्स? बिकॉज दिस रिव्यू इज अबाउट आसमान भारद्वाज फिल्म कुत्ते। हाई आई एम प्रतीक्षा एंड ऑब्वियसली यूर वॉचिंग माई रिव्यू ऑफ कुत्ते। कितनी बार कैमरा पे कुत्ते बोलना पड़ेगा? बट ठीक है, मेरा हेडेक नहीं हुआ, एडिटर का प्रॉब्लम है। बट पिक्चर दिस राइट, यू आर वेटिंग फॉर अ फिल्म फॉर वीक्स, ओके, यू आर एक्साइटेड क्योंकि ट्रेलर इतना मस्त है, कास्टिंग इज सो अमेजिंग, प्लस इट हैज़ द भारद्वाज नेम अटैच टू इट. विशाल भारद्वाज इज वन ऑफ माई फेवरेट डायरेक्टर्स इन इंडियन सिनेमा, स्पेशली बिकॉज ऑफ द वे ही राइट्स women in his films. लेकिन इस सब के बाद मज़ा नहीं आता. That's exactly what this film is like. And here's the thing. I did try not to compare the film to Vishal Bhardwaj cinema because Aasmaan Bhardwaj is his own director. So uska, we should judge his film on its merit. And I tried very hard and I succeeded for the most part except this one glaring to Vishal Bhardwaj cinema. Women. They're well written at the offset. मतलब ऐसे बाहर से सब सही लग रहा है. But the way that the film sees women is like it's male gaze. Laura Mulvey would be so proud of herself for that paper if she watched this film. Let's ignore that also. Let's leave that aspect. Film की genre की बात करते हैं. In the genre itself, Kuttey has a story that's based in a caper, in like everyone's out to get each other and they're all working for one goal. ठीक है, एक van है ATM का जिसमें पैसे हैं and everyone wants that. Itself. Why does the ATM van have no I know GPS wise no one looking for it for so long? That is not something we ask क्योंकि film में ही बोला कि logic is not something they're serious about. But even within this, the film just does not take off. It's not interesting as such. And they have a brilliant cast. There's Tabu, there's Konkona, there's Sharma, there's Naseeruddin Shah, there's Arjun Kapoor, there's Bhardwaj, Radhika, Madan, Kumud, Mishra. The cast is एक के बाद एक, all great actors. And उन्हें जो roles दिए हुए हैं ना, on paper, they would all do these roles brilliantly well. Tabu is playing a senior and corrupt cop जिसको बस आराम से अंगड़ाई लेनी है and क्योंकि फिल्म में बोला कि logic doesn't relate to that. But that character, I feel like she's played characters thematically similar, say in Drishyam or in Andhadhun, and in that she was impossible to look away from. But here, even the character is just not fleshed out. So you care more about Tabu as an actor than you do about her character, and that doesn't really very frequently happen with her. And okay, just violence, gratuitous violence. There's a difference between the way you show violence in general and say violence against minorities. There has to be a line. Okay, just right. और वो line इसमें नहीं है. The line that the film does deal with, however, is how we see the concept of कुत्ते. There is एक तो है कि कुत्ते वफादार होते हैं कि उनसे ज़्यादा man's best friend वाला thing. And then there's also the side that says, oh, it's a dog eats dog world. As a narration, as a text, Kuttey is great, and that's why it has so much potential as a film, but it goes nowhere. The first half is kind of like slow and draggy, and most of the गाली गलोच seems kind of staged. मतलब Gangs of Wasseypur देखो यार, ऐसे लिखते हैं ना गालियाँ, इसमें उतना नहीं है. The best thing about the film, or the best things actually, are the cinematography and its music. The cinematography is by Farhad Ahmed Delvi, and he has such a great grasp on just the concept of framing, and that's very visible in the film. The entire Maharashtra noir वाला जो ऐसा theme है that we've earlier seen in Kamine also is done here very well in his own unique way. And चलो film at least सुंदर तो है. The issue there is that there is a lot of artistic style in the film, like the red background with the silhouettes and everything, but there's not enough subtext. जब art होता है ना, art is text. Sometimes subtext helps a lot. That does not work here. The music by Vishal Bhardwaj and written by Gulzar is great. You kind of have that whole Kamine wala hangover going on. Even Nantanak returns in this, which is great. The first party song I really enjoyed. The music by Vishal and even the other songs, the singers have done a fabulous job of bringing that entire the songs and the soundtrack and the background score alive. Great. But उसको कुछ support नहीं कर रहा. The second half of the film is funnier and more entertaining than the first. But you're still kind of always looking for something. कि there are so many characters, right? But how do I care about them? Issue is not that all the characters are bad. ठीक है सबके सब कुत्ते हैं, fine. That's not the issue. That doesn't mean that you can't root for them. There are a lot of times where you root for bad characters. कि ठीक है, you're doing bad things. I hope you don't succeed, but I hope you don't die, right? But you're still, and that doesn't happen in this film. Despite having so many great characters, you know, at like on paper, और कुछ है ही नहीं. उनका सबका मोटिवेशन इज वेरी सिंपल. जैसे वो एक फिल्म है ना जिसमें सबके सब वो एक बड़ा W ढूंढ रहे हैं, for the money under it, but at least those characters had something else going on. There's not much here. Konkona Sen Sharma in her character that needs to, like Lakshmi, that needs to have this kind of drive, but also this resignation, yet this righteous anger, does it very well. And then there's Tabu as the cop, jinka character is not very fleshed out, but she does brilliantly in that. Also, Radhika Madan has a great character which deserved more screen time. Like Lovely's character had a few motivations going on, but without the screen time, that doesn't make any sense either. Arjun Kapoor as Gopal is kind of the protagonist of the film, even though you would imagine that an ensemble cast would not have a protagonist technically, but dikh jata hai film mein. He is doing a pretty good job as Gopal. You know, it's not that you don't want to watch Gopal, but I think the best presence on screen was Naseeruddin Shah, hands down. He has proved that no matter what you give to him, he will outperform. He will outperform the scope of the film only. But yeah, I'm sad. I'm sad. I wanted Kuttey to work. I wanted to love this film so much. I told everyone that I'm going to love this film, and I don't, and I feel like I have disappointed people. Somehow, coming out of that theater, I was like, meri galti hai. Just for the cast and the music and the little Vishal Bhardwaj that kind of seeped through, and the little Quentin Tarantino hangover, all of that, just because of that. But yeah, and once again, reiterating the brilliant cast that was so underutilized. My rating for Kuttey is 2.5 stars out of 5.